Kaizan began as the Taiwan Provincial Kaohsiung Sanatorium. In 1958, the Taiwan provincial government began planning to establish a public psychiatric hospital in the south to service patients in central and southern Taiwan. 5.98 hectares of land was allocated by the Kaohsiung city government for the hospital site. The original plans called for 7 courtyard houses that would be used as wards, making it the first open psychiatric hospital in Taiwan. Careful planning by the first superintendent of the hospital laid the foundations of Kaizan and determined its size. 6 decades have gone by at Kaohsiung Municipal Kaizan Psychiatric Hospital. 8 superintendents have also come and gone during that time. Thanks to the hard work of past superintendents, a solid foundation was built for Kaizan Hospital. In November 1959, the Executive Yuan approved an organic charter that provided for a staff of 61 people. After 60 years of development, the staff at Kaizan now consist of 1 superintendent, 2 deputy superintendents, 3 senior counseling psychiatric doctors, 1 secretary, 15 medical departments, 7 administrative departments, and 9 affiliated organizations. The hospital currently has 915 employees until 2023. The number of beds has also expanded from the initial 120 to 1,631 beds today. Taiwan Provincial Kaohsiung Sanatorium was formally established by order of the provincial government on January 1, 1960. Professor Lin Hongdae was appointed as the founding superintendent of the hospital. On January 21, 1961, the hospital was formally commissioned. Director Yan Chun-wei of the Provincial Department of Health and his wife presided over the opening ceremony and ribbon cutting. Superintendent Lin pioneered open wards in a radical departure from the traditional approach of locked wards. The adoption of a family-based treatment regime blazed the trail for modern psychiatric care. In November 1974, Superintendent Lin resigned and Deputy Superintendent Guo Shouhong became the acting superintendent. In March 1977, Acting Superintendent Guo Shouhong was formally appointed as the second superintendent. During his term, Superintendent Guo Shouhong focused on the development of hospital affairs. Agreements on cooperative education were signed with Donghai University and Kaohsiung Medical College, and a number of international exchange programs were also carried out. A rehabilitation center was set up based on the Da Liao rehabilitation model. He also launched the Community Recovery Home program in a bid to provide more holistic psychiatric rehabilitation care and services. On July 1, 1984, the hospital was transferred to the Kaohsiung city government and renamed Kaohsiung Municipal Kaizan Psychiatric Hospital. In January 1985, Kaizan took over the Da Liao Psychiatric Shelter Center built by the Social Affairs Bureau of Kaohsiung city government and converted it into the rehabilitation center. On September 5, 1995, Deputy Superintendent Shi Chan-shong took over as the third superintendent. Superintendent Shi made many contributions during his term. In May 1995, he opened the first psychiatric daycare center for children in southern Taiwan. He continued to perform, completing the construction of the main hospital building that was completed and commissioned in October 1998. In April 1999, the daycare and community treatment center were rebuilt as a halfway house. Kaizan's bed number was also expanded to 800 beds, marking the start of a new phase in our development. On October 14, 1999, Dr. Song Wai-chun was appointed the fourth superintendent. During his time, Superintendent Song held the first management consensus building camp at Yuchi Township in Nantou. 2000 also saw the hospital achieve ISO 9002 quality certification and receive the National Biotechnology and Medicine Care Quality Award. Both represented major accomplishments in care quality at Kaizan. A dedicated children's psychiatric ward was established in March 2001. The Da Liao Rehabilitation Center was established with 200 beds in July of the same year. In September 2001, Dr. Xianming Zhao was made the acting superintendent. She was then formally appointed as the fifth superintendent of Kaizan in September 2002. In the same year, Kaizan began cooperating with the Kaohsiung District Prosecutor's Office on the admission and treatment of patients under custody and protection orders. Since 2004, mental health clinics have been held in partnership with Tianjin, Lingya and Sanmin districts clinics to improve access for patients. 2005 saw the opening of the Dream Coming True coffee shop and Energy House Health Checkup Center. An abandoned sewage treatment plant was turned into Kaizan's Community Rehabilitation Center for delivering integrated community health services. Dr. Xianyang Xing became the sixth superintendent of the hospital on January 3, 2006. On July 18, 2006, a plaque unveiling ceremony was held for the establishment of the Kaohsiung City Suicide Prevention Center on 3rd floor of the main building of our hospital. On February 6, 2007, funds raised by Superintendent Xian Yongxing were used to set up Taiwan's first mobile screening vehicle, the Energy Mobile, to extend the reach of Kaizan's psychiatric services. In March of the same year, plans to add 50 acute beds were made in response to the volume of acute patients. The change was approved in January 2008. The methadone therapy area was set up in June to upgrade methadone treatment for drug addicts. On November 15, 2007, Dr. Xian Zhang became the 7th superintendent. During his term, Superintendent Chen actively pushed for partnerships with Japan and Southeast Asian countries. He also promoted international academic exchanges. Superintendent Chen was elected as the president of the Taiwanese Society of Psychiatry for the first time, and held the position until 2010. In 2011, he was named the first honorary member from Taiwan of the World Psychiatric Association. Deputy Superintendent Zhou Huangji was also elected as the 26th president of the Taiwanese Society of Psychiatry, and held the position until 2015. In August 2009, a medical team was dispatched by Kaizan to the Typhoon Mo Lake disaster area to provide medical support and psychological counseling. On August 30, 2011, the Center of Clinical Trials and Empirical Medicine was established. In November 2012, a dedicated judicial ward was opened and signed the contracts with the District Prosecutor's Office in Kaohsiung, Pingdong, Penghu and Taidong to provide inmates with professional psychiatric services. The Lily Park in Daliao was refurbished in 2013, and metal bars were replaced by safety mesh. The goal was to improve the quality of care as a specialist psychiatric hospital and be in line with international standards. On January 1, 2015, former Superintendent Xian Mingzhao was reappointed as the 8th superintendent of the hospital again. In November 2015, while Dr. Zhou Huangji was serving as the 27th president of the Taiwanese Society of Psychiatry, he hosted the 2015 International Congress of the World Psychiatric Association in Taiwan. Nearly 2,000 local and foreign academics took part in the exchange, making it the largest international conference on psychiatry to be hosted in Taiwan. On January 20, 2016, Kaizan celebrated its 55th anniversary and the physical opening of the Hospital Historic Museum. In 2017, a cluster infection broke out in Longfa Tang. Kaizan was deeply involved in assisting in the implementation of assessment and clearance operation, and to jointly sign the press conference to safeguard the health rights and interests of its patients, guaranteeing their medical treatment rehabilitation rights with care quality. On October 24, 2017, Kaizan opened its affiliated psychiatric nursing home. 50 cases from Longfa Tang were also temporarily admitted in support of emergency epidemic efforts by the Department of Health, Kaohsiung City Government. Kaizan's Daycare Elderly Center and Home Care Organization were opened on April 16, 2018 as well. This was the first elderly daycare center to be set up and operated by a municipal hospital in Kaohsiung City. Professor Zhou Huangji became the 9th superintendent of the hospital on September 4, 2018. Superintendent Zhou hoped that Kaizan employees would use their expertise and comprehensive medical resources to integrate community psychiatric service and long-term care systems which will provide the public with the most appropriate psychiatric care. Since his appointment, Superintendent Zhou has overseen the refurbishment of Kaizan's Elder Halfway House and the opening of the Castle Halfway House to provide an enhanced setting for community psychiatric care. Castle Halfway House would subsequently receive the 2020 Urban Engineering Quality Gold Award from the Kaohsiung City Government. As part of efforts to enhance the standard of psychiatric technology, a therapy team and facility were established for repetitive transcranial magnetic stimulation in 2019. In 2019, Kaizan hosted the annual National Mental Health Network and yearly Community Mental Health Review. The Drug Addiction Therapy Demonstration Center was also established to provide more comprehensive drug addiction therapy services. In December 2019, the hospital's external landscaping was enhanced with specialty lighting. A Kaizan Light Festival was also organized through the Facebook social network. In August 2020, planning was carried out for 7th floor, 8th floor and 9th floor of the long-term care building. The integration of Kaizan's long-term care environment will establish a long-term psychiatric care system with features unique to Kaohsiung. In November 2020, the Aged Integrated Long-Term Care Center was opened, with Mayor Xian Qimai presiding over the ribbon-cutting ceremony. The Long-Term Care Center also won a special award at the 2020 Renhe Design Awards hosted by the Kaohsiung Architects Association. The 7th floor, 8th floor and 9th floor long-term care floors of Kaizan were recognized with a distinction award at the 2020 Renhei Design Awards as well. In March 2020, renovations were carried out to Kaizan's front entrance. The work was completed in November, and Director General Huang Jizhong from the Department of Health was invited for the commissioning ceremony. In September 2020, work began on the installation of rooftop solar panels at Daliao Lily Park. The installation was completed in April 2021. The project will improve environmental sustainability, conserve energy, reduce carbon emissions, and save Kaizan more than 10 million new Taiwan dollars in operating costs. The green energy facility provides protection against water and heat as well, resulting in a safer and more healthy living environment for residents.
影响高雄市立凯旋医院
At the 23rd National Biotechnology and Medicine Care Quality Awards in 2020, Kaizan won a silver award in the SNQ long-term care category through being the last piece in the jigsaw for long-term psychiatric care. Our comprehensive psychiatric long-term care system is among the best in the Asia-Pacific and provides one-stop psychiatric care with seamlessly integrated services. In October 2020, Kaizan entered the 2021 Go Smart Award with the De-Identification Real-Time Psychiatric Patient Safety Monitoring and Prediction System. The project won the 2021 Go Smart Award for its use of AI technology to provide smart healthcare services. In 2021, the hospital's Community Rehabilitation Center moved to the 8th floor of the long-term care building. The business license was obtained in November 2022, and to hold an opening ceremony on November 18, 2022, with an increase of service volume to 195 beds. In 2022, the hospital experienced the topic of the new AI's artifact for the life-saving fall prevention device to run the competition, and resulted in winning the 5th Government Service Award Digital Innovation Value Added Prize. For 2 consecutive years in 2021 and 2022, the hospital won the Affirmation of National Healthcare Quality Award with gold and silver medal. It has greatly improved the medical and mental health care quality to the hospital. In June 2022, the hospital's 10A ward, with the fund from the Ministry of Health and Welfare, had been renovated where the guardianship treatment space was therefore being expanded. Meanwhile, the AI smart monitoring system and wearable device had been introduced so that the possible violence or self-injury behavior from the patients could easily be monitored. It would provide a warm and safe treatment environment for the patients and to create an innovative new mental health service model thereafter. In 2023, Superintendent Zhou Huangji won the Ministry of Health and Welfare's third-class professional medal. Superintendent Zhou led the professional teams in the hospital to devote themselves to the prevention and treatment of domestic violence, disaster protection and judicial psychiatry promotion, and to contribute to the innovation of long-term care with multiple services and deep cultivation in the community for a long time. He also has earned the recognition of the Ministry of Health and Welfare for his work performance and being selected as an outstanding personnel in the social safety network. For many years, he continues to promote the optimization of community care, introduce AI innovative technology system, and to establish the comprehensive mental medical care. From 2021 to May 2023, the hospital had completed a landscape project for its gate and exterior wall. At the end of each year, it will have a Kaizan's Light Chasing Festival, which is to create a colorful and bright lights show for combining the medical and leisure, and to exhibit the warm and humane scene of mental health environment in Kaohsiung City. Kaizan Hospital has been going all the way for more than 60 years. Adhering to the spirit of professionalism and the service for the patients, it will fulfill the social responsibility and continue to strive for the excellence, innovation, reform, and development for the modern mental health care. With the concerted efforts from our colleagues, the hospital has achieved and won numerous awards including the Performance Appraisal, Service Quality, from the Public Sector's and Independent Legal Corporate Association. The hospital has been repeatedly recognized and continued to pass the evaluation of Psychiatric Specialized Hospital and certified as the Psychiatric Teaching Hospital with excellent grade. The hospital has actively participated in various medical, administrative services, and other related competitions, including more than 10 consecutive years in the competition for the National Healthcare Quality Award and has won the Potential Award, the Creativity Award, Bronze Award and Continuous Quality Improvement Awards. In recent years, the software and hardware facilities in the hospital have been repeatedly recognized by government and have won many major awards. The hospital's medical team and administrative team, they've stood out from the national medical quality and service quality competitions and to win the gold and silver awards. It will continue the service with innovation and to provide a better quality for the mental health care. In the future, the hospital will strive towards the goal of care with diversity and high-quality professionalism and will widely be recognized as the world-class standard of excellence.
For more than 60 years, Kaizen has focused on developing specialty psychiatric care, implementation of health management and long-term care policies, continued development of a comfortable healthcare environment, upgrading of hospital-wide hardware and software facilities, development of smart AI-driven management, and services, progressive introduction of cost accounting, optimization of business strategies, as well as the digitization of historical content and introduction of media marketing.
我是高雄市立凯旋医院院长周王子。
Through our professional healthcare team and a range of innovative communication channels, we seek to fulfill our responsibility as the core psychiatric hospital in Kaohsiung and set the gold standard for psychiatric care in Taiwan. At Kaizen, we must embrace our heritage and show the world what Kaizen can do.